Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Nova Nation postgame show as the Wildcats will advance to the second round of the Women's NIT to take on, most likely, Hofstra, who's on top of Harvard big right now. That game will be here Saturday night at the Pavilion. So, joining us is Kayvana Edwards.
Hi.
Congrats on the win, Kayvana. Thanks for
you.
joining us.
Thank you.
Boy, it's been a little bit of a struggle shooting the ball as of late, but sometimes you get teams that don't know us as well,
Right.
and we were getting wide open threes. Boy, talk about how that matchup was working out. Why were you getting such good looks?
I think just because the posts were staying in the paint, and usually when we play bigger teams, they play off at least one of us, and that's what they did this game. And I was ready to shoot the second half, not so much the first half, but I just kept shooting it confidently, and it was falling, so it kind of felt like Penn all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that game. Yeah, you were balling in that game. You and Taylor Holman, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is always a fun time of year when you reach the postseason, you get to the Women's NIT. Talk about what it's like playing this time of year, how much fun it can be, and game by game what it means to you and the players.
So as a fifth-year senior, it's just like right now we didn't make it to the NCAA tournament, which we really wanted to do. So, I mean, we're grateful to be in the NIT. So we just came out, we're coming out and just playing every game really hard, look at the schedule. So, I mean, we have a possibility to make it to the championship and possibly win this year. And for the seniors, I think that'd be big. Not even for the seniors, for the whole team, you know, winning a championship and just actually successfully winning a tournament. Because I can't remember the last time we've actually won a tournament outright in the past, like, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. So it'd be nice to maybe play another team that we play, maybe looking forward to playing St. Mary's again to get that, you know, win. We definitely should have came out hard in that game. But like I said, we're just playing each game harder and harder. I guess, I mean, right now we lose, we're done, and we don't want to be done yet, I don't think. I think the girls really do want to win this tournament, and that's what it's all about right now. By everybody coming out and playing hard and doing the best that they can do, and hopefully our threes fall, because we do rely on the three.
The team's defense has been great this year. You've now held 15 opponents to 55 points or less.
Yeah.
It's not always easy when you lose a good player like Caroline Coyer. The defense, though, has come ready to play this year. Explain to us all how well it's worked out this year.
I think it's a lot to do with Coach Joe. He really values defense, and he pushes us every day in practice. And we actually had a week where Harry wasn't there. He's out watching the men play. So Coach Joe was just digging in us, like, you need to play defense better. We were running. We didn't finish drills. Like, we were playing so hard this week in practice, and I think that since we do value defense so much, and Coach Joe reinforces that constantly, I think that's basically what we showed today. Our defense was really well, and we do happen to hold teams under 55, and even the better teams is something that we reinforce constantly every day in practice, because Coach Joe is always on top of us about defense, and it shows on the court.
They had three players, 6'4", 6'5", or taller, basically.
Yeah.
What was the strategy in trying to defend them tonight?
Wow. I just basically try to, I think I have to play better when we front a little bit and then try to recover, because they're not as quick as us. Me, Megan, Jordan, Sam, even Alex have an advantage over them. So we're used to playing bigger. We have our practice players are actually about 6'3", 6'6". So we actually have that practice every day, and he's one of our practice players, George, he's actually a little bigger, on a bigger side. So it's just, we constantly push ourselves in practice. We get her out on him. We help to help her. Like, we were in help. I was getting my hand on as many loose balls as possible, and my teammates were there and just being aware of everything. And they didn't get really a lot of threes out, which was on the outside, which is really good for us, but they were constantly pushing it in. We just had to front, three-quarter, get back behind, and hopefully hope they dish it, and that's where we were getting most of our steals from and most of the deflections from. So that was definitely a plus for us, just constantly pushing them and being aggressive.
I hear from a lot of experts and coaches and people this time of year who believe you want to be playing often so you don't lose an edge. I believe it's the opposite. I think it's a grind for anybody in college basketball. I think a layoff would help you guys. What kind of how helpful can it be when you end the Big East tournament and then start the Women's NIT? There's a big layoff. I would think it helps, yes?
Yeah. I think it gives us time to regroup and think about what it is we really want. We really wanted to go to the we wanted to really win the Big East championship this year, because we could have done that this year, but Creighton got us the third time again, which was something that we were not so happy about, but it really made us think about the whole situation and how we want to end our season. This is not something that we just want to end just the next game and just be done. We want to keep pushing, and I think that layoff does help us. Like I said, it helped us reconsider and rethink and reevaluate and regroup, and of course having Caroline out, that's like another big like reality hit, so that definitely does help us out, definitely believe.
How many lives does Catherine Coyer has left as a kitty cat?
It's like one twin down, the next one, like another twin down. Like we can't keep having.
She popped right back up, didn't she?
She did. She's actually taking some time off and practices and stuff. So we're saving her for. We're Daniel Ochefuing her and saving her for the game. So
that new word, Ochefuing.
Yeah, we're Ochefuing her.
Yeah.
Can't even say his last name, but
right,
yeah.
Right, it's okay. Finally, it looks like Hofstra coming up. They've always been a great team out of the Colonial. Now you quickly have to rebound 2 days later against a team you're not used to playing. So in this time of year, what's it like quickly to scout a new team, get ready for the next opponent?
I think we're okay with the scouting part. Like I just said, Coach Joe was on top of that. He's on top of the scouting reports, and he does that stuff to a T. I don't understand. That man, I guess he just doesn't sleep. But he always has us prepared for the next game. We got a day between the next game on Saturday, so it's just like Coach, we go in, we stay focused, and Coach shows gives us the rundown. We try to get it as much as possible in one day, and hopefully we come out and play aggressive. So Coach Joe definitely has a scouting report. I don't doubt him at all.
Kayvana, thanks for joining us. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right. Kayvana Edwards here on the Nova Nation postgame show.